A few weeks back, I had the chance to test the new coffee collection from Zara. I have to say I was very positively surprised by the scent profiles and the quality of the newer Zara releases. Being maybe a bit overly excited by that, I placed another order for some more Zara fragrances that were released earlier this year or the end of last year. Let's see if they are as good as I was hoping. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Diana and I am a fragrance enthusiast who has been collecting fragrances over the last 5 years. Here on this channel we talk about all fragrances. It doesn't matter if it's niche, designer or Middle Eastern, the ultimate goal is just to smell good and feel good. As I mentioned in the intro, I have placed an order for some Zara perfumes that were released a few months ago. Before I ordered them, I made only a minimal research about their scent profile as I wanted to have a good variety and to be able to do some good comparisons. I purchased Nude Bouquet Intense, Fields at Nightfall Intense, Secret Infusion, Vibrant Caramel Candy, Cocoa and Latte, Cocoa Sunset and Cocoa Bliss. Let's start with Fields and Nightfall Intense. I really like this bottle style from Zara. It looks very classy, very expensive, much more than it is eventually. When it comes to the scent profile, this perfume can be compared to one of my favorite cozy sweater weather fragrances. This is Her from Zadig and Voltaire. This Zara version has the notes of sandalwood, jasmine, orange blossom and vanilla. The similarities are quite obvious. Both This Is Her and Fields at Nightfall Intense have the same sandalwood vanilla base. The sandalwood is also made quite similarly. However, I find the opening and mid of This Is Her sweeter and creamier. During the first few minutes of Fields of Nightfall, the florals were more prominent and it was even a bit indolic. But luckily it disappeared completely from the dry down. The dry down was pretty much the same as This Is Her. As far as the vibe goes, as I mentioned, it is a cozy cold weather scent. I usually wear this when I'm seeking for some comfort and calmness. During the cold winter, I often wear this scent also to the office, as I cannot imagine that this scent would disturb anyone. I'm happy with this purchase as I can just continue using this one once I run out of This Is Her. In terms of longevity and projection, I would say moderate. While This Is Her lasts the entire day on me, I may need to respray this one at around the 4-5 hours mark. So this was Fields at Nightfall Intense. Let's stay with the same bottle design and let's go to Nude Bouquet Intense. It is a powdery floral fragrance featuring the notes of vanilla, iris, bergamot, peach and floral notes. It is a very light, sophisticated, fruity floral which is in the same scent profile as Miss Dior or even Roja Elysium Perfume. It is very pleasant, crowd-pleasing. The scent journey is very interesting as upon first spray I was able to smell the vanilla and the iris with some citruses. And for a moment I even thought that it might be a dupe of Dama Bianca. But it only took a few more moments and I was able to smell a bit more of the floral notes in combination with the peach. I really like the note of peach in fragrances and this one is very nicely made. It is not too synthetic, it has a nice balance with the bergamot. The deep dry down is not powdery but rather comes across clean and a bit creamy to me. I think this scent profile is very versatile, something that you can wear from spring to late summer and any age group can pull this off. Since it is a fruity floral, we have to be realistic about the longevity and projection. It is okay, but I recommend to carry a decant with you to refresh the perfume at the middle of the day. So this was Nude Bouquet Intense. By the way, if you are enjoying my content, I would like to ask you to take a quick moment and click on the like button and also consider to subscribe. It would help me a lot to grow my channel. Moving on, Secret Infusion was also a very interesting one. I had the feeling that it reminded me to different perfumes during its scent journey. It has the notes of pear, peony, violet, musk, and cedar. It is a quite simple note breakdown, but I think there might be some more notes that were not disclosed. In the opening, the pear was very strong. It reminded me to the pear in Girls Can Do Anything from Zadig and Voltaire. It was very sweet, very candid, with a strong muskiness. I was almost sure that there were some extra citruses in the opening as well. Then the scent started to dry down, and it started reminding me to Givenchy's Irresistible. Most probably it was because of the peony and the remainder of the pear that gave me the impressions of Irresistible. But then after a good half an hour, it has changed again, and I was quite sure that I was smelling Bright Crystal from Versace. This is the final scent that stayed with me for the rest of the wear. It is very girly, fruity, floral, also very easy to wear. The candid sweetness of the pear completely disappears in the deep dry down, and it is replaced by something very tart, the same way as in Bright Crystal. It is quite strong with moderate longevity. So this was Secret Infusion. In my last Zara video, I was testing Vibrant Caramel, which is very reminiscent to Prada Paradoxe Intense. Since I am enjoying this scent profile a lot, I tried my luck with Vibrant Caramel Candy, which has completely different notes. This one has strawberry, caramel, praline, and cotton candy. It opens up quite delicious. You can smell the strawberry, which is a bit on the synthetic side. The caramel is super sweet and creamy, and the cotton candy is just amplifying the sweetness. The first few minutes I was absolutely convinced that this is going to be a straight-up gourmand, which I was not mad about, by the way. However, the dry down of this fragrance surprised me again. In the dry down, I cannot detect any praline, the caramel and strawberry are long gone, and I can only smell the cotton candy, but I also smell some white florals. Imagine that Oriana would have much more sweetness and extra cotton candy instead of the marshmallow, and the orange blossom would be toned down in it. It is also quite airy, musky. After the caramel is gone, there is nothing heavy or textured left in this scent. I saw some comparisons on Fragrantica to La Capitale from Serjoff and La Petite Robe Noire Intense. I don't really get these comparisons, to be honest. It can be that it is my nose that picks up some things that others' nose don't. La Capitale has a heavy leather, this one doesn't. La Petite Robe Noire has a very strong cotton candy, but this one doesn't have any cherry-like note in it. This is a bit more juvenile and playful than I usually go for nowadays. However, I can pull this off during a vacation or when I'm just going out with some friends. So this was Vibrant Caramel Candy. A couple of days back, my friend stayed over for a long weekend. She also enjoys fragrances, however, she is considered as a normal consumer with about 5 to 10 fragrances in her collection. She showed me her latest favorite Zara fragrance, which is Cocoa Sunset. It is a very sweet chocolate vanilla scent with the notes of milk chocolate, vanilla, and whipped cream. She compared it to Cheirosa 62 from Sol de Janeiro, and I kinda see the reason for that. Both are very sweet, gourmand, but still somehow very summery. Only the nuttiness is missing from Cocoa Sunset, and the whipped cream makes it a bit lighter and fluffier. This scent is quite simple and linear. It was not changing during the day, it remained the same very sweet, fluffy cloud around you. The longevity was also quite impressive for a Zara fragrance. It held up very nicely during the day, especially on the clothes with moderate projection. So this was Cocoa Sunset. After having smelled the Cocoa Sunset, I had to try the other two scents as well. The next one is Cocoa Bliss, and it is a tropical, fruity chocolate scent. It has the notes of passion fruit, peach, and dark chocolate. When I first sprayed it, the first dominant note was the dark chocolate, which was only sweetened with the fruits in the background. I was a bit scared as I found it a bit too bitter, and sometimes the combination of dark chocolate and fruits can play a bit funky on my skin. I got some of the funkiness, but it luckily went away quite fast as the chocolate got toned down. As it was gradually drying down, the fruit started to take over the show and the scent became a bit lighter and easygoing. I also was able to detect some creaminess in the background, which made me think of a tropical fruity milkshake with some dark chocolate drizzle on top. The longevity was just fine of this one, but I was not mad about it. It is a very pleasant scent which can be worn almost all year around when you are seeking just for some sweetness. So this is Cocoa Bliss. I left the best one as last. It is Cocoa Latte, and I think this is the most niche smelling fragrance in this collection. The notes of this fragrance are white chocolate, chantilly cream and suede. It is a very warm and cozy chocolate scent. To my nose it is not necessarily white chocolate. I would rather say that it is a light chocolate milk scent with the creamy aura of the suede. This suede is not sharp at all. Not carrying any harsh leathery aspect, it is very smooth and enveloping. The sweetness of the chantilly cream is also creating a nice balance. It doesn't let the fragrance to be too masculine. However, I can imagine this fragrance on a younger man who likes very sweet fragrances as well. This one is definitely a soothing fall scent for me, the one that you would wear when you are at home feeling comfy, for example, just watching some movies with your favorite hot chocolate drink. So this is Cocoa Latte. So this was it for today. Have you tried any Zara perfumes recently? Do you have any good recommendations for me? Please let me know in the comments. And until the next time, bye bye.